A thread is a series of posts where you kind of give a little intro and you basically give the bullet points under that thread. And what that does is not only does it make somebody click on that post, there's a limitation, I believe it's 500 characters, that you can't fit your entire content. It's long form kind of content. Just 2 days ago, threads became more popular than ChatGPT and AI. And then threads versus Twitter, threads overshot even Twitter.
Welcome to my legal academy, helping lawyers work smart, scale fast, and enjoy life.
All right, so first of all, go on your phone and make sure that you're downloaded threads. And then I'll be doing my little spiel about what I think and my insights about it, and then figure out how we can use this to essentially help us generate more clients. Big overarching theme of threads is that it's a new social media, which doesn't happen too often anymore. Or back in the day, there would be no social media's apps that would start. So basically, it's been a while since the new social media came out. It's pretty important when that happens. And the reason why it's so important is because there is a huge first mover advantage to anybody who jumps onto platforms and starts getting active and becomes really aggressive on it. This was the case with the first social media that I was on was a social media called LiveJournal. Not that people know about it, but it was basically the social media before MySpace, and jumped on it early, started using it. It was kind of like my first experience with social media. Then when MySpace came out, I feel like I already had the experience from LiveJournal, and I realized like, it's very important to jump on it early, create your account, get active, add as many friends as possible, post more. And that basically gave me a huge edge when it came to growing on MySpace. So much so that I was known as MySpace Sam. And when I would go out in public, people kind of knew me as MySpace Sam. And then when Facebook came out, luckily it was released to college students. Got onto Facebook early, same thing, went hard, had as many friends as possible, posted as much as possible. That when the rest of the mainstream population got on, it was already had my network going. Same thing. Then after that, essentially might be other ones, Instagram, etc., etc. Now it's the same thing. Threads, another one. The moment it comes out, downloaded. So I believe it was Wednesday night. I want to say it came out at like 11 a.m. Eastern. Within the first couple of hours, all those people that are always early jumped on it, and people were going hard. That night, it was like nonstop, everybody just posting and going crazy. And the reason why I share this with you is the people who do well with social media understand that being a first mover has and take advantage of it. And we are in that stage right now, literally now. However, it comes with a disclaimer. The disclaimer is, I don't think everybody needs to be on threads, okay? If you go to Classroom, you will see that we have, not only do we have Virtual Law Firm Mastery, but you could also, there's a class called Legal Funnel Mastery. This particular course that I taught for 2 years was specifically about getting more clients, funnels, traffic sources, etc. And in module 4 was the focus about traffic sources. But one crucial part is on page 5, which basically kind of clarifies what the different types of traffic sources. There's 2 types. There's organic and there's paid. Organic is just basically people posting stuff. Paid is the ads stuff. And in order to help you figure out which traffic source for you to focus on, the ultimate question that it comes down to is, do you have time or money? If you have time, then organic. If you have money, then paid. In the beginning, the first 2 or 3 years, I had a lot of time on my hands. I focused on organic. That was basically blogging, SEO, YouTube videos, posting on Quora, posting in different places, Facebook groups, things like that. These are all organic stuff. Then when I had the money, I started learning about paid. And I realized from that experience also is that a lot of people try to fit the mold of what they hear is good. But I realized that's the wrong way to kind of look at it. The mold is what you're good at yourself. Okay, and you gotta understand what you're good at. So that's where this came out. Where once you kind of figure out whether you're going to focus on whether you have time or money, and if you have more time, then organic, and if it's more money, then paid. Then the question is, if you chose organic, which can you sustainably do? And I think the main keyword here is sustainably do. And that's either to record videos or to write content. If it's recording videos, then it's YouTube. If it's writing content, at the time I shared Facebook group, Quora, but now I'm gonna add threads to it. So it's more for writers, and people who love sharing their thoughts. This is one of those things, can be crystal clear right now. Are you a writer? Are you somebody who likes sharing your thoughts? Usually a good sign is if you already are doing that. Right now, if you are already on Twitter, or if you are already post stuff, a lot of stuff on Facebook, you post stuff, then yes. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna share my screen. All right, so just make sure, again, you've downloaded, if you're on iPhone, on App Store, search for Threads, and you will find this one. You log in via Instagram. There might be some questions and things. It only takes like 2 minutes to be able to sign up. While you're doing that, one of the steps was actually something pretty interesting. They started during the sign up process. I don't know, people that went through it already noticed that they talked about this thing called Fediverse. Like, what the hell is that? So here it is. So this is seems like this is their master plan, Meta's master plan. And again, not many people are talking about this. So let's read about what this is and what their plan is. And so we could, again, stay on top of it. So Meta's plan is to make Threads a part of a Fediverse, a social network of different servers operated by third parties that are connected and can communicate with each other. Each server on the Fediverse operates on its own, but can talk to other servers on Fediverse that run on the same protocol. We plan for Threads to use a protocol called ActivityPub to talk to other servers that support this protocol. Okay, it's still pretty unclear what that means. Our vision is that Threads will enable you to communicate with people on other Fediverse platforms we don't own or control. Okay, interesting. It's able to communicate with other platforms that they don't run. This means that your Threads profile can follow and be followed by people using different servers on the Fediverse. Your content and information may be shared with those servers. For example, if you interact with content from other servers, or if you have followers from other servers. If you have a private profile, it's super vague. You can approve follow requests before people on or off Threads can follow you. The servers on the Fediverse are distributed and decentralized. This makes me super, super happy because there will be a lot of crypto stuff that's going to be enabled with these kinds of words being thrown around, meaning that changes on one server may not affect other servers. Because of this, changes you make to your posts will affect how they appear on Threads, but may not change how it looks on other servers, aka things don't get lost. There's no such thing as deleting anymore, because now once you post it, it's completely decentralized and spread across this thing called Fediverse. For example, when you delete a post, it will no longer be visible on Threads, and Threads will ask other servers to delete it, but the post may still be invisible on other servers that Threads doesn't control. Super weird. Mike, do you have any thoughts about this?
I mean, trying to make it like Mastodon, not as centralized, but this is like a solution without a problem. I don't see why anybody needs another social media network. And I mean, there were Google Wave, there have been various Google attempts. I don't see that this is going to be successful, but that's my 2 cents.
The social media Threads itself?
Yeah, I think this is going to be another one that just kind of fades out. I don't think there's going to be a huge uptake for it. I mean, I understand people are pissed off with Elon Musk about Twitter, and I get that. But I mean, I was on Twitter when it first started, and there were like 10 geeks on it. I don't see that this is going to really. I don't think it's going to be huge. I just don't. But what do I know? Yeah, that's now on record, so y'all can come back to me and say I was wrong.
It will either be a hype, and talking about hypes, it will either be a hype or it will be something sustainable. But something that I kind of looked at yesterday was Google Trends to see how popular is Threads. And look at that. Just 2 days ago, Threads became more popular than ChatGPT and AI, which is crazy. Just overshot it. Which is what a crazy concept. This one thing just became more popular than that overnight. And then Threads versus Twitter. You can see Threads overshot even Twitter. So definitely the hype is real, as the thing says. But and then, yeah, as William shared, there's 32 within the first 24 hours, 30 million people have already signed up. Let's take a look. Let's explore. All right. So once you have logged in, a lot of people make a mistake of following people too early. Before you follow anybody, you want to make sure your profile is filled out. Very important. And I've seen this. I remember seeing this every time there's a new social media. I'm like, rookie mistake. Do not follow people until your profile is filled out. Okay. So what you want to do on the bottom right, once you're logged in, click on your profile and click to edit profile. A couple of things. One is the bio. Essentially is where you write your one-liner. Essentially who you help and how you help them. You can even write it in simple words, layman words. Second line is some kind of social proof, and go ahead and just update that profile. That's number one. Just some kind of number or some trust social proof stuff. Okay, you could always optimize this later, but for now, just write whatever. And the third part is in the beginning, you're just trying to get a following. So there's no call to action to get a free consultation, all that stuff. This is, again, rookie mistakes. Do not do that. You should not be posting too much about marketing stuff. It's too early for that. Right now, again, the strategy is just following, getting people who like top of the funnel, as top of the funnel as it gets. And I don't want anything from you. Just follow me for advice and life advice and all this stuff. Just say follow for tips about or updates about US immigration law. Follow for whatever that is, again, and zoom out, whatever that is. Think about, again, if you're doing trademarks, intellectual property, to say follow for entrepreneurship advice. If you do, employment law, follow for ways to protect yourself as an employee. Kind of make a more general.
Hey, hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you're a lawyer and you're looking to work smart, scale fast, and enjoy life, right below this video, you'll find a link to book a call to speak to my team so we can tell you how we've been able to help over 500 law firm owners scale their law firm. Now back to the video.
Number two is the profile picture. Very important. Do not use your law firm logo. This is a social media profile, a social media account of people to people. Nobody wants to be talking to a law firm logo. Nobody wants to talk to a business. So make sure that it's just a smiling headshot picture. Ideally a smiling one. I always say a smiling because it attracts more people, it makes you more friendly. And once you have done that, also make sure your profile is not private, unless if you want to make it private. And just make sure you save it. Next is we want to make our first post. And I've played around with this and I looked at different profiles to see what is the best thing to do. The first best post to make is a picture of yourself or of your family, something that's genuine, real, something about you. Okay, so what you do is right down the middle, you'll see the right button on the bottom right down the middle. What you want to do is write essentially your one-liner, introducing yourself to imagine you just entered the party, whatever. Hey, my name is Jim, and I'm this type of lawyer, and I help these types of people get these things and social proof. Been able to help this many number of people, or something. Social proof, some kind of social proof. Again, back it up. No call to action. One of the few posts that you'll make without a call to action. Just leave it as it is. Follow me for tips about blah 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 blah. Follow me. Give people a reason why they should follow you. And then right below the little, hey, my name is Sam. You will see that little clip. You'll click on it and you'll want to add a picture of yourself, something again, genuine, real. Picture of yourself, picture of you on a vacation, picture of you sitting behind a desk, something genuine. You having a good time, you being a friendly person, you being real.
Sam,
all right. Yep.
What would you add as the link?
Good question. Ideally, it would be your funnel. That'll be your ideal link to put.
I
your
thought you
landing-
told us to get rid of the funnel.
No, Elizabeth, I'm not gonna get into this. If you already have a funnel, if you already have a landing page, then you use that. I don't want to start that conversation about funnel, not funnel. But if you have something, use it. If you don't, your website. Or sometimes it's like something that you have going on, or maybe it might be your contact us page. Whatever link that makes sense for you. Ideally, again, my type of thing would be funnels. If not, contact us page. If not, website. So now that we made our first post, what you want to do is not just only have one post. Ideally, later in the day, and I feel like I'm dealing with a cough attack right now. What you want to do is make some posts. Okay. So what I did was basically give a reason. Again, I posted this when I didn't know if I would have probably posted a post about myself would have been better, at least initially, for me to introduce myself to the community. But made a post regardless. Put some random post about, what I did was, this is one kind of cool kind of trick, is you make a thread. Essentially, a thread is a series of posts where you kind of give a little intro. You give a little intro, as you can see right here on top, and you basically give the bullet points under that thread. And what that does is, not only does it make somebody click on that post, second is also there's a limitation. I believe it's 500 characters. You can't fit your entire content, so you have more space to be able to post those. And third is just more value. It's long form kind of content. And that's what I did, I believe. Let me see where it is. There we go. What I learned after I did this, I actually learned there's a better way, is to put the first post under the first post. So this number one right here down the middle, you see that one should be actually as part of the original post. That way people will want to look at the second one and the third one. So what it did was kind of like just random advice about how to get more clients. Along with that, other types of posts, pictures. Also, I believe there's videos that could be posted, which is pretty cool. Pretty sure I've seen videos being posted. More images, etc., etc. And what I've seen is the people that are most aggressive, post more early on, usually are the ones that grow the fastest. Oh yeah, let's see if allows us to post a video. So let me take this one. Let's see. Post the video. Yep, it posts it as a link like that. Okay. Yeah, it does. So what I would do, again, I will mix it up. Some images, some videos, some just pure text posts. And again, you're not trying to, get clients at this point. We're just trying to provide value, relationship, build a following. And then later down the line, then yes, we could go into talking about how you help people and things like that, where people could come to you for those services. But for now, just posts. And then once you make your valuable posts, then at that point, then you go to, on the top right, you'll see the little, right next to the Instagram little button. Then you have to click on that, follow and invite friends. And at that point, then you will see essentially your news feed fill up. The interesting thing about threads is your news feed, your feed is not really it doesn't just show your friends. It actually shows people, it also shows it from people that you do not follow. So what that shows to me is whoever that posts more is more likely to be seen on other people's feeds, especially if it's a good post. So all these are not necessarily people that I'm following. These are just random things the algorithm things that I would like. Because right now they're just trying to get people to consume as much as possible. They don't want to just limit it to your own friends. So I guess that was like one big change, the difference that they did with this. And yeah, the more that you follow, the more that you post, the more likely you are to show them in somebody else's feed, and the more likely. It's actually one of our friends, one of our legal funnel members, who was able to grow his TikTok following to like 4 or 5 million, and it looks like he's going hard now. Yeah, he's doing all right. Nice. And that was also the other thing. I told him to focus on Spanish, and looks like he is. So that's still good news. Very good.